कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी राज को बोला यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय गौर निताय गौर निताय गौर निताय जय गौर निताय जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय। श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 3, chapter entitled Liberation from the Illusory Energy. Text 44. परोक्षवादो वेदोऽयं बालानाम् अनुशासनं कर्ममोक्षाय कर्माणि विद्यते हि अगदं यथा। परोक्षवादो वेदोऽयं बालानाम् अनुशासनं कर्म मोक्षाय कर्माणि विधत्ते हि अगदं यथा। परोक्षवाद वेदोऽयं बालानाम् अनुशासनं कर्म मोक्षाय कर्माणि विधत्ते हि अगदं यथा। Mataji's. Word to word meaning. Parokshavadah, describing a situation as something else in order to disguise its real nature. Vedah, Vedas. Ayam, these. Balanam, of childlike persons. Anushasanam, guidance. Karma mokshaya, for liberation from material activities. Karmani, material activities. Viddhate, prescribe. He, indeed, agadam, a medicine. Yatha, just as. Translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Childish and foolish people are attached to materialistic fruitive activities, although the actual goal of life is to become free from such activities. Therefore, the Vedic injunctions indirectly lead one to the path of ultimate liberation by first prescribing fruitive religious activities, just as a father promises his child candy so that the child will take his medicine. Purport. Purport is quite long, so I have to have attention and patience. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunya Bhava Arjuna. The Vedas apparently offer fruitive results within three modes of material nature. Those who perform ritualistic ceremonies or austerities in the mode of goodness are offered the chance for promotion to the higher planetary systems called Swargaloka. Ashnanti Dipyan Divideva Bhogan. Similarly, those who perform karmakand or fruitive religious activities in the mode of passion are allowed to become great rulers or wealthy men on earth and enjoy great prestige and earthly power. But as stated in the Manu Samhita, pravritter esha bhutanam nivrittis tu mahaphala. Although fruitive religious activities are very much popular among the conditioned souls, the actual perfection of life is achieved when one gives up all fruitive endeavor. If a father tells his child, "You must take the medicine by my order," the child may become fearful and rebellious and reject the medicine. Therefore, the father entices his child by saying, "I am going to give you a delicious piece of candy. But if you want this candy, first just take this little bit of medicine and then you can have the candy." Such indirect persuasion is called parokshavadah, or an indirect description that conceals the actual purpose. The father presents his proposal to the child as if the ultimate goal were to receive the candy and only a minor condition must be fulfilled to receive it. Actually, however, the father's goal is to administer the medicine to the child and cure him of his disease. Thus, describing the primary purpose indirectly and concealing it with a secondary proposal is called parokshavadah, or indirect persuasion. Since the great majority of conditioned souls are addicted to sense gratification, pravrittir esha bhutanam, the Vedic karmakand rituals offer them a chance to become free from temporary materialistic sense gratification by making them greedy for fruitive Vedic results such as promotion to heaven or a powerful ruling position on earth. In all Vedic rituals, Vishnu is worshipped, and thus one gradually promoted to understanding that one's actual self-interest is to surrender to Vishnu. Na te vidu swartha gatim hi Vishnu. Such an indirect method is prescribed for balanam, those who are childish or foolish. An intelligent person can immediately understand by the direct analysis the actual purpose of Vedic literature, as described by the Lord Himself. Vedesya sarver aham eva vedya. All Vedic knowledge ultimately aims at achieving shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Without such shelter, one must rotate within 84 lakh species offered by the illusory energy of the Lord. Ordinary material vision, either through gross sense perception or the subtle perception of the rational induction, always yields imperfect knowledge distorted by the desire for illusory material enjoyment. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments that the cultivation of impersonal self-realization is also a disturbance to the conditioned souls, since the impersonal speculative process is an artificial attempt to become completely formless. Such an attempt is not at all in accord with the proper judgment of the Vedas, which is described in Bhagavad Gita, Vedasya sarver aham eva vedyah. In Lord Chaitanya's movement, there is no need to childishly pursue fruitive material results and gradually be dragged to actual knowledge. According to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama eva kevalam, kalau naste vanaste vanaste bhagatiranyat. In Kali Yuga, life is very short. Prayana alpayushaha, and people are generally undisciplined, mandaha, misguided, sumandamatayo, and overwhelmed by the unfavorable results of their previous activities, mandabhagya, that their minds are never peaceful, upadrataha, and their very brief lifespan vitiates the possibility of their gradually progressing through the path of Vedic ritualistic activities. Therefore, the only hope is to chant the holy name of the Lord, Harer Nama. In Srimad Bhagavatam 12.3.51 it is stated, Kale doshe nidhe rajan asti eko mahan guna kirtanadeva krishnasya mukta sangaha param vrajet. Kali Yuga is an ocean of hypocrisy and pollution. In Kali Yuga, all natural elements are polluted, such as water, earth, sky, mind, intelligence, and ego. The only auspicious aspect of this fallen age is the process of chanting the holy names of the Lord, Asti Eko Mahan Guna. Similarly, by delightful process of Krishna Kirtan, one is freed from his connection to this fallen age, Mukta Sangha, and goes back home, back to Godhead, Param Vrajet. Sometimes the preachers of Krishna consciousness movement also use the paroksha or indirect method of persuasion, offering a nice transcendental sweet to the conditioned soul to entice him to come to the lotus feet of the Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement is Kevala Ananda Kanda, simply blissful. But by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even one who is indirectly attracted to the Krishna consciousness movement achieves very quickly the perfection of life and goes back home, back to Godhead. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Dev Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitam Sa Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminite Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshadarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusate Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhishya Kripa Sindhu Pevare Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Acharyas shall we take first or last? So we have also a disappearance dates of two Acharyas. So we'll discuss for some time and then we'll try to glorify them. In Bhagavatam it is mentioned Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. It's not mentioned Nityam Bhagavana Sevaya. And Srila Prabhupada in his lecture in that verse, he says, because Bhagavan Seva needs qualification. Bhagavatas are more merciful. So Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. What is Bhagavata Sevaya? Serving the devotees, serving the instructions of devotees, serving the anything connected to Krishna is Bhagavata. So this is very auspicious that we get to speak on Bhagavatam, and also on these special days we get to speak on the glories of such Mahabhagavata Vaishnavas. Now, here is, this verse is talking about Parokshavad, indirect method. And why indirect method is not successful, especially in this age, it is also mentioned. So there was a mother and she prepared one Rasagulla, maybe a Bengali mother. She prepared a Rasgulla and kept medicine for the child inside the Rasgulla, in the center. And she told the child, my dear child, you like Rasgulla? You eat Rasgulla. I'm going to market to bring some vegetables. I'll come in sometime. By the time I come, you should finish Rasgulla. He said, yes, mother, I love Rasgulla. I'll finish it off immediately. So then mother comes after half an hour and she asks that, my dear child, did you eat Rasgulla? He said, yes, I ate complete Rasgulla. Did you like it? Very much. Only thing, mother, the seed of that Rasgulla was bitter, so I just threw it. As if Rasgulla is growing like a lemon which has seeds. So, this is Parokshavad. And Mahabharata was written for that purpose. Now, some of you whose childhood was in India in 90s, the serial of Mahabharata used to come. Anyone of you remember? So we used to, some people would like the home politics between the families, between the brothers. That will attract them. There was a tragedy, there was some comedy, there was some romance. Some people will like action. Especially, we were kids and we were like arrows going from all sides and they were coming in face to face and both getting blasted. But I don't remember when Krishna speaks Bhagavatam, these episodes actually anyone watches. When the Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna speaks, we are not interested. So Mahabharata is written so that we read Bhagavad Gita and apply. For that entire 100,000 shlokas are being given to us. But we are very smart. Why? We are Kali Yuga people. AI is still a child in front of Kali Yuga people. We are so smart. So we keep Bhagavad Gita aside, read entire Mahabharata. So then our Acharyas, I heard Sripad Shankaracharya, he was the first one. Take Bhagavad Gita out and directly go Bhagavad Gita. He understood. These Kali Yuga people, no need to go vaya. Why? Because it is given. Manda sumanda matayo prayana alpa ayusha. Such small life, what they will do? Hardly 60, 70 years of life. How much indirect method we can do? Can we perform yagyas? Can we do dana? We are so poor at heart. May not be poor at pocket, but we are poor at heart. Kali Yuga people. Don't give dana. Devotees are really struggling. Only expert devotees can, extract some money and build temples. So people don't give. You call them for yajna. Sometime in temple we perform yajna, Narsinga yajna. You call them, they'll come only for some time. And whole time they're sitting on chair behind. Only at the last, when ahutis come, they'll come and they'll pour everything. And they'll join the hands and go. That is their yajna. What they will learn? What is the purification? So that is why here devotees mention that this indirect method will not work. And in the words of Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also given direct method, and that's why Prabhupada says Krishna conscious movement we should give direct method. Where is the time for indirect? But this direct method, I don't know how it looked like in the previous ages, but now we know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come and he has given Kevala Ananda Kalpa. When your medicine is Rasgulla, then why you want to avoid it? See, there was the Rasgulla and the medicine. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given medicine which itself is like Rasgulla. Is Rasgulla actually the original Rasgulla? Even though Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, what is that? Enechi Aushadhi Maya, Nashi Baro Lagi, Harinama Mahā Mantra Rao Tumi Magi. Mahaprabhu has brought medicine, but that medicine is what? Is sweet. Sweeter than the nectar. He has brought for us. In that also, Srila Prabhupada had to really, struggle to engage people in Harinam. So then Prabhupada, he gave so many different methods. Here it's written about, sweets, gulab jamun, ISKCON bullets. That also is indirect. In this purport it is mentioned that is indirect method. Till now I understood that prasadam is direct method. Because our slogan is Hare Prasada, Hare Prasada, Hare Prasada. Hari Prasada, not Harinam. So only Prabhupada used to give this sweets. And Prabhupada, he actually thought. And so many services he created. So that we can be engaged, our modes, be it goodness, be it passion, be it ignorance, can be engaged in service. So the temple authority, the management, the gurus, the brahmanas, they decide, okay, we need this kind of skill sets for this service. Okay, these people are available, engage them. Who was that devotee? Hayagriva Prabhu. He was meeting second time. He was meeting second time with Prabhupada. And Prabhupada asked him, that time he was not initiated. So Prabhupada asked him, have you read any magazine? He said, yeah, of course. I'm a teenager who has, an adult, not even teenager, who has not read magazine. Okay. Then Prabhupada gave him a bundle of pages. Why don't you print them? If someone asks you in the temple, have you ever seen a movie? Yes. Why don't you, produce, direct, script write, act a movie for Prabhupada? Go. Money, no money. Any support, Krishna is with you. That's how Prabhupada engaged. When devotees were traveling abroad, some devotees were going to, Prabhupada was sending devotees to Europe. So then devotees came and said, Prabhupada, money. And we need devotees. How can I alone go or just two devotees? We need more devotees and we need money. Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj only gave me blessings. No money, no manpower. I follow the parampara. And look at the empowerment. They actually went and did it. There's three famous couples. They went to London. How did they go to London? They first went to another country, Amsterdam something. And then to enter to London, you need $1,000. For one couple, you need $1,000. You have to show that. Then only you can come. But they only had $1,000, three couples. Now how to enter? So one couple goes, show 1,000, go to London, send it money back. The other couple goes, send money back, and the third couple goes. That is nectar for them. And that's why we relish those stories. So Prabhupada engaged. Creating temples in America is not easy. And Prabhupada engaged disciples to buy churches, palaces, castles, and that has to be, that became temples. So, that is indirect method. And we enjoy. But now what is happening, very strange phenomena. What we are seeing now in people in Kali Yuga, no taste for direct method, holy names, Bhagavatam, no taste or no inclination to engage our body, mind and senses and intelligence in service. So what is remaining? So it is very difficult. Now how do you purify them? So no inclination. So what is inclination for? What is their inclination for? To relax, to meditate. Meditate on nothing. That means laziness. To do what they want to do, that is crazy. Watch videos. So ultimately, where is the option that they can be pulled up in the consciousness? So this is happening. And we don't know what kind of newer generation is coming up, what will they do? In Prabhupada times, we read Lilamrit, we hear all the devotees speaking, and they say service was an entertainment. They would love to perform. So many services. Now if we see, we read the books and in Vrindavan, in Juhu, how the temples were created in Mayapur. So much struggle. But all these devotees, they enjoyed. Now if the next generation is not enjoying the service and chanting is difficult, then it is extremely difficult to purify ourselves. So now Parokshavad is also not working. So gradually we have to understand that only then one thing what will happen is Krishna will engage illusory energy. And then we will be given a lot of experiences which we do not want to face, but it will come. So that crying will come to Krishna. Here it's mentioned, overwhelmed by the unfavorable result of their previous activities, manda bhagya. You would have, observed this. Now, this manda bhagya is making more sense. 50 years ago, even though manda bhagya was there, but the lives of people were smoother, much smoother than what we see. Now, for a householder, just to bring some money for basic necessities is becoming difficult. For that also so many challenges are coming. That is manda bhagya. Money is not coming, no? Because bhagya is not there. They have to struggle for 12 hours, 14 hours. Forget about body. Intelligence is continuously engaged and mentally they are harassed by others. That is manda bhagya. And then they get some money or little more money and they think it is very less. How will I survive next month? So they work harder. 50 years ago, earning, for a family, for even a joint family was not difficult, in India at least. As Prabhupada said, Prabhupada met one mother, this motherly lady, she had a grown-up son. So Prabhupada said, why don't you get him married? So that mother said, I don't mind if he can, manage the finances. And Prabhupada was shocked because that time in India, to manage finance was very smooth. If you stay in a joint family, 1 or 2 shops are there, some farm is there or some cows are there, manageable. But now, I'm hearing from these young devotees, even 1 lakh rupees per month salary, they're struggling. That is Manda Bhagya. 1 lakh rupee salary is not a small thing even today in India. But they are not able to hold it. That is Manda Bhagya. So then we have more and more such experience, and then again this verse of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu makes more sense. Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Peech. Many will come. See the crowd in Vrindavan. Last week one devotee came to Bombay from Vrindavan. I asked, so now the crowd will not be there because it's raining, schools have opened. And he said, no. In your dreams, you go to Vrindavan, it's now 12 months like that. Look at the crowd. I brought few boys. I thought, we'll chill, we'll have relaxed time, we'll go to different places, do some katha. It's difficult to even walk on road. Forget about moving in the vehicle. And how many are accepting the process of Krishna consciousness? Even there's the Bhaktivedanta Swami gate, there's a police station, there's Sulabh Sauchalaya. Half a kilometer line. I thought, have they transformed the toilet into a temple or what? Half a kilometer line. Go now and see. Morning also I saw, now also I saw. Half a kilometer line. So this is Manda Bhagya. Basic necessities are not available. By the time the last person who's standing half a kilometer, his turn will come, all the temples will close. I don't know what will happen to his pants. So that is the situation. How many people are accepting Krishna consciousness? Some of them who have lesser degree of Manda Bhagya, they come to ISKCON. And there also we see not many, even though we have taken up the process, but the seriousness, that sincerity is lacking. That is Manda Bhagya. And who is making that Bhagya Manda? We ourselves. Now we have accepted. One sannyasi came to Juhu long time back, more than a decade ago, Prabhupada disciple. And he said very interesting point. He said, see, Prabhus and Matas, you want to surrender completely because you all desire to go back to Godhead. And for ISKCON devotees, Godhead means Goloka Vrindavan. We don't compromise. Vaikuntha, we don't want to go to Vaikuntha. As a Vaikuntha is next door neighbor. In Bombay, just we say next station. It's like going to Agra is like going to Vaikuntha. No. We want to only go to Goloka Vrindavan. Either become a Gopi, Manjari, or a Gwal Balsaka. No compromise there. Okay, very nice. Very rarely after millenniums and ages and lifetimes of Brahma, someone get this desire to go to Golok Vrindavan, become a Manjari or a Gwal Balsaka. But my dear Prabhu and Matas, are we working also to achieve that? That will not come on its own now. Are we ready? You want to go, but does Krishna want to take you? That we have to ask. Many people want to go to America. Nowadays they are not giving visa. Government is not giving visa. So, can you go? So if you want to go to Golok Vrindavan, Prabhupada has to give you visa. So Prabhupada has to be satisfied with our endeavors. We are focusing on result, but what about endeavors? So that sincerity has to come. And we have to put effort, whatever it takes, to develop ruchi in holy names. First thing, we have to be awakened. We have to remain awake while chanting and just hear. Prabhupada did not say anything else. Chant and hear. Once one devotee asked Prabhupada, my mind gets distracted when I am chanting. Prabhupada said the holy name has to come out of mouth, go into your ear. Why the mind is coming in between? Now imagine our situation. This may be how much? 4 inches? From mouth to ear we are not able to put. 4 inches distance. Other devotee asked, what shall I think and what shall I do when I am chanting Hare Krishna mantra? Prabhupada said, don't think anything, don't do anything. Just chant and hear. I don't have experience, but I don't think so. In the entire world there is simpler process or even near to this simplicity what Prabhupada has given us. And that too which will take us directly to Goloka Vrindavan. At Goloka chart we see holy name traveling directly to Goloka Vrindavan. So we have to chant and hear. Then it will work. That is what it said, Kale doshe nide rajanyasti eko mahan guna kirtanad eva krishnasya. Kirtanad eva krishnasya. Eva can have many meanings, but eva also is only. Kirtan only of Krishna. And Prabhupada said not Kali Kirtan. Only Krishna. Then what will happen? Mukta Sangaha. Sangha means 3 modes. We'll get liberated from 3 modes. But that is not sufficient. Then we'll go to Param Braja. We are not working on how to become free from mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. And we are thinking we will be able to achieve Param Braja. Yesterday I was giving that Hindi Bhagavatam and I said, there's a difference between Vrajavas and Vrajavasi. It's not male and female version. Brajavasi and Brajavas, there's a difference. Brajavas, anyone can get. By some mercy, so many people are coming, staying in Braj. But Brajavasi is about the consciousness. Not everyone can become a Brajavasi. Just by taking some property in Vrindavan, unnecessarily hiking the prices. Prices are higher than Bombay. Prabhupada, you would have come long back in 70s. When Prabhupada opened temple, there was nothing. People would be scared of coming here. Then once one devotee told me, 40,000 rupees square feet. I said, what are you talking? Juhu is 35,000 rupees square feet. Huh? So this is now the hub. So many people are staying, many people are putting on rent, earning money, businesses, e-rickshaws, then paratha and pani puri. They are also doing brajavas. We may also be doing brajavas. But how many are brajavasis? That is consciousness. That we'll come to know. The parameter is taste in holy name. That's the only parameter. Ruchi in Harinam. That's all. We don't have to worry about anything else. Ruchi should be there. Taste should be there. There is one thing to chant. Right now we are struggling even to chant. There's one thing to chant. There's one thing is that desire to chant. And then there is another thing, intense desire to chant. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Kabe habe bolo se dina amar. Shuddha Name Ruchi, Aparadha Guchi, Shuddha Name Ruchi. Then the day will come when I will chant pure holy names without any offense. That intense desire, that burning intense desire only will take us back to God. There is nothing else which can take us. So this is very amazing verse. Starts from Parokshavad, but Prabhupada and his disciples, wonderfully, bring it to pure devotional service by chanting Hare Krishna and quoting the verses like Hare Rama and Kaler Doshe. So this is the only process. We are not able to understand the sweetness of this process because Rupa Goswami says because there is avidya on our tongue. That is one thing. But if we are sincere, then only that avidya will go away. That jaundice, the disease of jaundice will go away. When we are sincere, the jaundice will go away and then we will be able to relish holy name. And once you relish holy name, there is no turning back, no looking back. Just proceed further. That's the level of nishtha. Bhaktir bhavati nashtiki. Nityam bhavata sevaya bhaktir bhavati nashtiki. That nishtha will come. And nothing else we need than other than chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Today is also the disappearance of Sri Raghunandan Thakur and Sri Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj. So Sri Raghunandan Das Thakur, son of Mukunda, we know, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, had this Mahaprakash Leela, and he was giving mercy to every devotee. So some devotees asked, what about Mukunda? He said, I will not give him mercy. When he comes with Vaishnavas, he is Vaishnava. When he goes with Mayavadi, he becomes Mayavadi. So then, when will he get? He is asking. And Mahaprabhu said, after 1 million lifetimes. And when Mukunda heard, he started jumping and dancing. And devotees asked, 1 million, did you hear? 1 million lifetimes. Put some oil drops in your ear. He said, I heard it. Now, Mahaprabhu has given commitment, at least I am sure. So many billions of lifetimes have passed. 1 million is nothing. I'll get it. And Mahaprabhu heard this. He immediately called Mukunda and gave mercy. That is the pastime. In Juhu, there was a devotee Prabhupada disciple, Brahmachari. He would attend full morning program, take prasad, then go to Juhu beach. There was a Baba, Mayavadi Baba. He would spread Mayavad. He would sit and preach Mayavad. Then come evening, prasadam, take bath, prasadam, Gaura Nitai class and then sleep. So devotees found out. So His Holiness the Mahā Krishna Maharaj, when Prabhupada came, Maharaj said, this is this. Prabhupada said, what should we do? And we have heard. Some of you would have seen. We have heard. The Mahā Krishna Maharaj said, kick him out. Let him go. He is preaching Mayavad. And Prabhupada instantly, immediately tears, started flowing from Prabhupada's eyes. The voice choked up. And he said, Lord Nityananda has not rejected anyone. How can I? But that does not mean that, we do everything and anything and no decision, no action should be taken against us. That's not good. If we take undue advantage of mercy of Prabhupada and Krishna, then they have their own way to deal. And they have their own way to deal. So Raghunandan Das Thakur was son of Mukunda, and very famous pastime. When Mukunda and Raghunandan, they are coming to Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. And Mahaprabhu asked, so Mukunda, who is the father, who is the son? So there was the pastime before that. And what was the pastime? Mukunda had to travel somewhere and they had deities in the house and bhoga has to be offered. So Mukunda told to his son Raghunandan that you offer the bhoga, Krishna will eat. Okay. Now he came, he kept the food, bhoga, and he's sitting there. It's 5-year-old boy, he's sitting there. Krishna might be thinking, what he is planning, what he wants. You're supposed to leave and close the curtain. And then finally, Krishna in the form of deity spoke, then why don't you go out? No, my father said, I have to feed you. So until unless you eat, how will I go? But deities don't eat like this. I have blessed the food by my glance. That's all, take it and enjoy. No, my father will chastise me. You have to eat. He made deities eat prasad, eat bhoga. So when Mukunda came, he heard, he was amazed. He understood that Raghunandan is not an ordinary devotee. So that is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, whose father, whose son? And Mukunda replied, I am son, he is father. And Mahaprabhu said, yes, right. Because whoever is advanced in Krishna consciousness, he is senior. So that is why today Prabhupada meditation, Dharmatma Prabhu read, and Prabhupada writes in that letter, in our Krishna consciousness movement, we call everyone as Prabhu. And therefore we must try to become servant of the servant. Many times devotees come, they ask, Prabhuji, I don't have any devotee friend. I said, we have not come here to make friends. We have come here to become servant of the servant. You don't make friendship with your masters or master's master. You just serve them. Prabhupada said in once that this in the material world, only bhava is dasya bhava. Don't try to become friends. That friendship, it turns ultimately into a prajalpa. Then you talk about health, you talk about Ayurveda, you talk about Sanskrit, you talk about material world, you talk about so many things. Except Bhagavatam, we talk about everything else. That's not friendship. So better to become servant of the servant. So this is about Srila Raghunandan Das Thakur ki. Then also is disappearance of Srila Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj. He was born in Bengal, but finally shifted to Navdeep. Very exalted soul. And he would stay in Godrum Deep only. When Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was initiating spiritual master. He had become Guru. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was so exalted, Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj was so exalted that Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur would pay him obeisances from far. Will not go near. And his disciples, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur's disciples, they wanted to associate. If he's so great, they asked him that why don't you go and pay obeisances near? Why you pay obeisances from far? He said he is such an exalted personality, he does not stay in the material world, he is always in the spiritual realm. So I don't want to commit any offense. So I'm keeping myself distance. That's a very important lesson for us. Sometimes when we see a senior devotee, we just want to go very close to them. And sometimes, pushing and pulling also happens, especially in the crowd. We should remain little at a distance. It is said that deities and Guru, they are like fire. If dealt properly, they can burn our anarthas. Otherwise, they can burn us. Deep sea aparadha, very dangerous aparadha. And Vaishnava aparadha, Guru aparadha. So we have to be very careful. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur is teaching us. So then his disciple thought, okay, he is such an exalted soul, we should go and associate. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, restrained them. He said, no. You will not be able to understand his activities, what he will do, and you will commit offense. So stay away. You mind your own business. Let him be absorbed in spiritual realm. If Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, who himself is a Manjari, if he is telling, so then he cannot allow his disciples. So that is the position of Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj. There's one pastime. Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj was celebrating Janmashtami, and at midnight he had one Krishna deity. At midnight he is telling that, my dear Lord, last year I gave you palm fruit in Janmashtami, you remember? This year I will give you mango fruit. But you have to wait. Have patience for 10 minutes, mango is coming. That's all, he's sitting. In 10 minutes, one Brahmana comes running in the midnight. And he said, Babaji Maharaj, take this mango. I got a dream now that there is one saint sitting at this location. Immediately get up, take mango from your house and go and give him. So I came running to give you mango. And Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj gave it to Krishna. I told you I'll give you mango. That is his potency. Srila Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj ki. Now, 1 minute. I just want to add, sometimes we get very excited when we hear Srila Jagannath Babaji, taking a stick and, pushing away the goats. He's in Mayapur and pushing the goats from Seva Kunj. And they find out their goats were there. We really get excited. Because what to do? We like to see magic, chamatkar. Chamatkar ko namaskar. But if we logically see what magic Srila Prabhupada has done, and that too, very tangible magic. Yesterday I met one very senior minister in Delhi, and he said, I didn't know it. I am an Indian, born in India, but I never knew about ISKCON. Only when I travelled abroad, then I saw. Then I came back to India, I know what it is ISKCON. That's the magic Prabhupada has done. We are all here, thousands of temples, and lakhs and crores of devotees. This is the magic only Prabhupada can do. So we don't have to find any Babajis, because we are in Vrindavan, so on. Because our Babaji is sitting there at the altar. As Prabhupada said, catch hold of my dhoti, I'll take you in spiritual world from the back door, because you're not qualified to go from front door. So just catch hold of Prabhupada's dhoti and he'll take us. Srila Prabhupada ki, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Any comment from you?
That's good that you can speak so clearly from Mumbai, and we're very happy that Rasapurari is giving you blessings. Yes, this is the formula Prabhupada was very happy to inaugurate Krishna Balaram Mandir, and all the locals remember him from wandering here and there, and now he's traveling with elephants and with devotees from all over the world. So people are very proud that our hometown guru, he accomplished something very special.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Any questions? Yes, one question we'll take. Mataji.
My question is, we sincerely wish for our desires to be governed by Krishna, yet we are still not ready to fully surrender to Him. We may perform our practices sincerely, but sometimes there is a lack of depth in that. So, this limitation is because of deeper surrender, in our deeper surrender, or it will happen because of Guru Kripa. So, how shall we go about it? Things, I don't feel that there is so much depth.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. I forgot. I was telling that one proper disciple, Maharaj, he came to Bombay and he said that today or tomorrow you have to surrender. So why you are waiting that I'll surrender next lifetime, surrender this lifetime. So it is connected. Srila Gaura Krishna, His Holiness Gaura Govind Swami Maharaj, he asked his disciple, how will you go back to Godhead? Someone said by chanting, someone said by this, by this, by this. Then Maharaj said, no, you will go back to Godhead only by mercy of your Guru. So then one disciple asked, why are we chanting? Then Maharaj said, because Guru has asked you to chant. So same formula, 2 fingers. Damodar Leela. Our intense, sincere desire and action. Many times in the scriptures we mention desire. We should add action also. But desire means action. So very sincere action, and then the mercy will come. Prabhupada has come here, in here only South Indian Brahmana, when he came and he told Swamiji, you are still living and your deity is there and you have to take so much karma. And Prabhupada said, I have come in this world to take karma of people. So Prabhupada is there. He's taking us back. He's sending us. He's sitting here also, there also. But we have to put our sincere effort. How much we are putting. Then that will happen. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.